Hello everyone, this is Keren from tuppencecoloured.co.uk. Thank you for joining me. This is what I'm going to be making today. I'm going to be showing you how I made this enamel effect background, and if you'd like to see how I did it, stay with me and I will show you. A little bit of silver foil card which was left over from another project, and I've got some Common or Garden Cheaps Chips PVA, and I put about a teaspoonful into a pot, and I've got some re-inkers, and I've got Tempting Turquoise and Pacific Point, and I'm just going to add a few drops to the PVA. I'm going to start with the Tempting Turquoise, the lighter colour, and I'm just mixing it in with the PVA, and I got this lovely colour, and I'm going to go down the middle, just dabbing it on, just making sure I cover the card. Okay. And into this one I've got some Pacific Point. And again, just mixing that in. I mean, I put a teaspoonful in here, so this is actually plenty. Now I'm using it straight from the pot. If you think it's a little bit thick, you can dilute it a little bit. And I'm just dabbing that down along the other side and mixing the two together. And the PVA is just a medium. It's just a way of carrying the colour. I'm just going to blodge around with that and mix the two colours together. I'm not taking a great deal of care, I'm not fussing with it a great deal, and I'm happy with that. So I'm going to leave that to dry, and I'll come back to it later on. I want to die cut out this butterfly, which is from the Butterfly Basic set. And I've got my piece of basic black card, which is about 2 inches wide. Now it's not big enough to cut out the whole butterfly, but that doesn't matter because I only want the middle bit. I only want the bit that's big enough to go into the heart. So I've got my card and my die ready. I'm going to be using my magnetic platform, and I'm going to be using my precision plate. Now if you're using the magnetic platform with this, be careful with it because it's a very, very strong stick, for want of a better word. So you need to slide it on and make sure that you've got space. Can you see? It's a little bit bigger than the platform so that you can slide it on and off easily. And the way you use this platform, you use it instead of your bottom cutting mat, and your intricate die just goes on to the top of it and you cut into it. It replaces your bottom cutting plate. So your top plate goes over the top, and I'm going to go away and cut that and bring that back and show you what I've got. I want to die cut out this butterfly, which is from the Butterfly Basic set. And I've got my piece of basic black card, which is about 2 inches wide. Now it's not big enough to cut out the whole butterfly, but that doesn't matter because I only want the middle bit. I only want the bit that's big enough to go into the heart. So I've got my card and my die ready. I'm going to be using my magnetic platform, and I'm going to be using my precision plate. Now if you're using the magnetic platform with this, be careful with it because it's a very, very strong stick, for want of a better word. So you need to slide it on and make sure that you've got space. Can you see? It's a little bit bigger than the platform so that you can slide it on and off easily. And the way you use this platform, you use it instead of your bottom cutting mat, and your intricate die just goes on to the top of it and you cut into it. It replaces your bottom cutting plate. So your top plate goes over the top, and I'm going to go away and cut that and bring that back and show you what I've got. Alright, now here it is, and I wanted to do the big reveal, and it just fell right out of the die, and all of these little intricate pieces just fall straight out. Don't need any dryer sheets, I don't need any tissue, any wax paper, I don't need any of that. All of those pieces just fell out. How easy was that? This thing really makes a difference when you're using intricate dies. Don't use it with your framelets because it's you know, it's too strong. It's too deeper cut, but with the intricate dies it makes such a difference. So I'm going to put that on one side until I'm ready to use it. This has had plenty of time to dry. I think you can see that it's nice and shiny. So now I'm going to bring in the bit of butterfly that I die cut earlier, and I'm going to stick that on the front. So it's a very intricate pattern. So what I am doing, I'm taking my Tombow and I'm spreading it over the back of my hand, because Tombow has got two ends. It's got a fine tip end and it's got the broad spreader end as well. And I'm going to try and keep the glue off my fingers, and I'm going to just dab my butterfly into the glue. Come here, you insect, you. There we are. I'm just going to pop that down on to my bit of card. And I'm going to let that dry for a couple of minutes. I'm going to be using this die, which is from our mini treat bag Finlets. You get quite a lot of dies in the set. You get all of these as well. Today I'm only using this one, and I'm going to position that over my butterfly. And I've got a bit of low tack tape here, which I've made even lower tack by sticking it on my jumper, and I'm just going to tack that into place, and I'm going to run that through my big shot, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back, and here's my die cut heart with the butterfly in the center. And while I was there, I also cut out another shape, and this is from a bit of magnet paper, which I bought in the pound shop actually, so it's very inexpensive. And now I'm just going to glue this to this to make a fridge magnet. Now this time I'm using the fine end of the Tombow. I'm spreading it out a little bit, and I'm just put those together. We'll set that on one side for the glue to dry. I've used this stamp set, the 6-sided sampler, and I've used this message, which is "Hello sweet friend," and I've stamped it in Pacific Point ink onto one of our note cards, and I'm going to put a glue dot onto the magnet side of my hearts, go. And it doesn't really want to stick to the magnet, but that's fine, because we want whoever gets this card to be able to take the embellishment off and use it as a fridge magnet. That's the whole idea. So just gently but firmly pressing that down. And that's it, job done. Here's the finished card, and all I have to do now is to put it in the matching envelope. And in the set of note cards you get 20 note cards and 20 envelopes, so that's all ready to go. Before I go away, I would like to just bring back in my first version of this card, which I did a couple of things differently on this one, and I'd just like to tell you about them. Obviously it's a 4x4 card, so I took a piece of Whisper White and cut it to 8 inches by 4 inches and scored it down the middle. I used a different sentiment on here. I used Just For You, and that is out of our Banner Banter set. And the other thing that I did differently was I got some basic black on a finger dauber, and I just gently sponged around the edge just to give it a little bit more depth, and I'm not really sure if you can see the difference. Just about, I think. You have options. You can do that if you want to. Obviously you don't have to. So I do hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I would really love it if you would leave a comment or click the like button. And if you'd like to see more of my tutorials, then please do subscribe to this channel, because there will be more soon. And I also have a blog and a Facebook page. You can get there from the links in the more information box, which is below this video. And if you want to find out about the materials I used and how to get hold of them, then there is a link to my Stampin' Up shop as well. But for now, thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.